We've all been there. Our cats aren't feeling well, and we want to help. Maybe it's a little sniffle, a bit of a cough, or even just a change in their behavior that makes us wonder if they need some medicine. It's natural to want to make your cat feel better, but what happens when we take matters into our own hands without consulting a vet? What happens when we give our cats medicine without professional guidance? Well, the answer might surprise you, and not in a good way. If you've ever thought about giving your cat over-the-counter human medicine or even trying a pet remedy you found online, this is something you absolutely need to know. Giving your cat the wrong medicine, or the wrong dosage, can have serious, sometimes life-threatening consequences. It may seem harmless, especially if the medicine helped your friend's cat or worked for another pet in your household. But let me tell you, there are huge risks when you give your cat medicine without a vet's approval. So, let's talk about the potential dangers, the mistakes people make, and why consulting a veterinarian first is the smartest and safest choice. If you're wondering whether or not you should give your cat that medicine you've been thinking about, keep watching because I'll break it down for you. First, let's talk about the most common mistake, giving your cat human medicine. It's so easy to assume that if a human can take something for a headache or a cough, it'll be fine for your cat. But here's the reality, human medication is not safe for cats. Some of the most common medicines we use in our daily lives can be toxic to cats, and a small dose is all it takes to do some serious harm. For example, let's talk about acetaminophen, Tylenol. You've probably used it for headaches or a cold, right? But did you know that acetaminophen is highly toxic to cats? Even a small amount can lead to severe liver damage and oxygen deprivation. The same goes for other over-the-counter pain relievers, like ibuprofen or naproxen. While these may be safe for humans when used properly, they can cause kidney failure, gastrointestinal bleeding, and even death in cats. It's not just painkillers. Cold medicines, like those used for humans to treat symptoms of flu or congestion, can also be extremely dangerous. Many contain xylitol, an artificial sweetener that is toxic to cats, causing low blood sugar, seizures, and in some cases, liver failure. What may seem like an easy fix for a cat that's feeling a little off can actually lead to a serious medical emergency. Now, I know it's tempting. We all want to help our cats feel better, and it's natural to want to find a quick solution, but human medication is never the answer. Cats have a very different metabolism than humans, and what's safe for us can be a dangerous gamble for them. Always consult with a vet before giving your cat anything. Okay, so human medicine is out of the question. But what about medication meant for other pets, like dogs or other cats? Maybe you have some leftover dog antibiotics, or you found a treatment someone else used on their cat. It seems harmless, right? Well, here's the thing. Just because something works for one pet doesn't mean it's safe for another. Each animal has unique needs, and medications that work for dogs or other cats might not be suitable for your cat's health condition. In fact, they could make things worse. For example, some medications designed for dogs may contain ingredients that cats can't tolerate or that don't get processed in their system the same way. You might assume that giving your cat a small dose of something meant for a dog will help, but in reality, it could cause adverse reactions, allergic reactions, or even make your cat's condition worse. Let's say your cat is dealing with a mild infection, and you have some leftover antibiotics from your dog. It's easy to think you're doing him a favor by giving him that medication, but not all antibiotics are created equal. Some antibiotics that work for dogs can cause nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea in cats, and in some cases, they might even lead to long-term damage to the digestive system. Antibiotics must be carefully prescribed and dosed based on species, weight, and age, and only a vet can determine what's best for your cat. It's easy to think, just a little bit won't hurt, but the wrong dosage of medication can have devastating consequences. If the dosage is too high, you could put your cat at risk for an overdose, which can cause organ failure, severe neurological problems, or even death. But even a low dose can be harmful if it's not the right kind of medicine or if it doesn't work for your cat's specific condition. For example, with pain relievers, the dosage for cats is drastically different from what it would be for humans or dogs. Too much of certain medications can cause liver damage, while too little might not provide any relief at all. And the sad reality is that cats can't always tell us if they're in pain. They're experts at hiding it, so by the time we notice, it could be too late. That's why getting the correct dosage and the right medication is crucial. Only a veterinarian can evaluate your cat's health and determine exactly what they need. They'll prescribe the proper medication and guide you on how to administer it correctly, so you don't run the risk of giving your cat something harmful. Trust me, it's always worth it to take the extra time to get it right. We all want to make our cats feel better fast, but there's something you should know: when it comes to your cat's health, the only person you should trust is a professional. A vet has the expertise to diagnose your cat's condition, recommend the right treatment, and provide a safe and effective plan for your cat's health. They can also guide you on home remedies, natural treatments, and over-the-counter medications that are safe and effective for your cat. Consulting with a vet means you'll have access to the best resources to ensure your cat's safety and well-being. It's not just about the medicine, it's about your cat's overall health. The vet will consider any underlying health conditions, allergies, and the possible side effects of medications before recommending anything. They're also the only ones who can prescribe medications that are specifically formulated for cats, which means they'll be getting the right treatment for their needs. If your cat is showing signs of illness or discomfort, don't hesitate to schedule an appointment with your vet. It might seem like a hassle or an extra expense, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. If you start seeing changes in your cat's behavior or health, don't wait until it's too late. Your cat's well-being is worth it. Let's say you've been to the vet, and they've prescribed medication for your cat. The next challenge: getting your cat to actually take the medicine. This can be tricky, but there are a few techniques that can help you administer medication without a struggle. One of the easiest ways to give your cat medicine is by hiding it in food. Many cats will happily gobble up a pill if it's hidden in a small amount of wet food or a treat. But if your cat is a little more savvy and refuses to eat it, you might need to gently administer the pill directly into their mouth using your fingers or a pill dispenser. Don't worry, with practice, both you and your cat will get the hang of it. If your cat requires liquid medication, it might be a bit trickier, but there are special syringes you can use to squirt the medicine into their cheek pouch. Keep calm, and remember that gentle handling and a calm demeanor will help reduce your cat's stress during the process. While there are plenty of safe and effective treatments for many cat illnesses, sometimes the best approach is to avoid giving them any medication at all until you've consulted with a vet. Cats have very sensitive systems, and self-medicating is never a good idea. Whether it's over-the-counter human medicine, leftover medication from another pet, or a so-called home remedy, there's always a risk. Always choose professional advice over guesswork. It's understandable to want to help your cat feel better, but never underestimate the importance of a vet's approval when it comes to giving your cat medication. The wrong medicine, the wrong dosage, or even an unverified remedy can put your cat's health at serious risk. Your cat trusts you to keep them safe, and that means taking a little extra time to make sure you're doing what's best for them. If you've learned something new and want to keep your furry friends safe and healthy, make sure to subscribe for more pet care tips and advice. Your cat's health is in your hands, and taking the right steps will ensure they live a long, healthy, and happy life.